Now, a little bit about me. I had actually come from India at the age of 1. So it's been a very long time. I was born in Udaipur. So yeah, I came here in the US. I am Indian by heart. I was born in India, like I said, but I have grown up here my entire life. I went to school in this city called Dallas, Texas. And learning here is very different. I will say that learning is um, as we all know, it learning is a very important part of our schooling, and it really helps you develop who you are, and being able to really combine what we do here and what you do in India, I think it is going to generate a lot of value for both sides. Our goal here is to be able to provide each other with a lot of insights into our life here in the US versus life in India, how schooling is like. And we really hope that you're going to be able to gain a lot out of this session. So this is our second session, and today's topic is going to be a day in the life of a student. And I do want to make sure to just point out that we do have in these sessions, we will provide you with leadership series, a lot of team building activities, debates, seminars, and we will be having guest speakers or subject matter experts to come and share their insights about what they're doing right now, and make sure that we're all creating a environment where we can all learn and grow and share together, as we have in our famous tagline. So without further ado, I do want to bring in our guest speakers. I want to introduce them to you. We have Vidit, and he is in 11th grade in the US. And then we have Haya, who is also in 11th grade, but in India. Mehek in 9th grade from the US. And lastly, we'll end with Ayushi in 9th grade from India. So let me give it off to Vidit, who will be talking about his experiences going to school in the US, how he spent 11th grade, as well as his schooling here, and maybe we can all learn a few things from him. So I'll let Vidit take it away.
Hello, thank you. So hello everyone, my name is Vidit. I am an 11th grader, and something that makes me different from, I'm pretty sure everyone here, is that I attend high school at a university. So that gives me many different advantages, such as I'm able to take advantage of the university's facilities to do some research, which I will talk about in a little bit. But I think I'm going to start off with how my school day is online, especially because of COVID. All of our classes have been moved online. So I'm just going to go ahead and talk about that for a little bit. And for this, I can screen share my schedule. So as you can see, my schedule is kind of weird in the fact that it's not very uniform. I don't have the same classes every day. So some days I'll have like 2 classes, for example, on Monday, but then other days I'll have 0 classes, like on Friday. But yeah, let's get started with my Mondays. So on Mondays, the first class I have is a 10 a.m. Calculus 2 class, which is my math class. And in Calculus 2 right now, we're learning about series and series and summations, learning about convergence and divergence of numbers. And something I guess that makes this class different from some of my other classes is the fact that our exams, because we're doing them online, require 3 cameras while you're taking your exam. So yeah, that's just something I wanted to point out for that. And then so after calculus, which ends at 11, I have a nice little break for me to have lunch, get ready for my next class. And if I have time, sometimes I can do some homework. My next class is at 2:30, which is my computer science class, which is another benefit of me going to university to take high school classes. I can take classes such as computer science and get credits from those universities. So in computer science right now, because it is computer science, we're learning about coding. Specifically, we're learning about C++ and creating different classes and stuff, just to make it more object-oriented to whatever you want to do. And yeah, that's basically my Monday, only 2 classes. So I guess it's a pretty relaxing day in terms of overall workload. And then, yeah, I also start pretty late in the day at 10 a.m. So I can wake up a lot later than I can on these other days. For example, on Tuesday, I have to wake up pretty early because my first class is at 8 a.m., which is my chemistry class. And in chemistry right now, we're learning about nuclear chemistry and kind of how uh, microchemistry works at a under nuclear conditions, such as proton donation. Um, Again, I have a little bit of a break, like a 40-minute break between chemistry and my next class, which is calculus, which I've talked about, so I won't go much into detail about that. And then after calculus, I'll have like 10-ish minutes to get to English class. And English class is a different class from like the other ones because some of these classes are optional and you don't have to attend all of them, but it's really recommended that you do because the teacher gives you a lot of good advice on your papers and what you're reading. And then, yeah, that's my Tuesday. It ends pretty early in the day, so I have a lot of time during the rest of my day to go do other stuff I love, such as participating in clubs or just going out and playing sports, going for a walk, and yeah, a lot of time to do homework. I think I'll do one last day. I think I'm just going to, yeah, I'll do Wednesday, I guess. Wednesday, again, like Monday, it starts pretty late at 10 a.m. It goes from 10 to 10:50. And then I have a good amount of time between the 10:50 to 1, which is when I do research. And kind of like I was saying earlier, the advantage of me being in university as a high schooler is that I can do research. So some background into the type of research I do is our research is currently about a patient who is suffering from multiple mobility disorders, which means that she has trouble communicating using her muscles on her face. So right now we're trying to develop an application that will help her use facial muscles or whatever muscles that still contain mobility to help her communicate whatever she wants to. And then, yeah, and then at 2:30 p.m. I have, oh, sorry. Yeah, 2:30 p.m. I have computer science again, which is a mandatory class, and our exams are coding exams. So the teacher will give you like a problem, and then you just have to code it and solve it. There's no like limitations. And then lastly, my longest class, or one of my longest classes, is going to be my computer science lab, which goes from 5:30 to 8:30. And here in computer science lab, you get extra assignments that aren't necessarily for a grade, but they'll just help you learn about whatever you're doing through practice. And yeah, that's kind of how my day works online. Yeah, and then so lastly, I want to talk about the clubs at TAMS, or the school I go to right now. There's two major clubs I'm really interested in right now and participating in, and those are sports club and music. And both of them are like really important to me because music has always been a way for me to like kind of just kind of lose myself in something that's not exactly just education or studies or sports. And it kind of just gives me a way to just relax and calm my mind. And then the other thing I said was sports, which again, in a similar way, allows you to do that while working on your physical health. I personally play tennis for the school team. I'm the captain for the school team, which means like I have a lot of responsibilities in helping others grow at their tennis game, not just physically, but because tennis is such a mental game as well. I want to help them grow mentally as well. And yeah, I think that's really all about my school. Like I said, it's different in the fact that it's a high school at college. So it allows me to do different things that regular high schoolers just can't or have a hard time doing.
All right. No, that was great. Thank you for talking about that. I'm sure everyone was able to take a really good look at your schedule. I know scheduling is very important, and it's so great that you had a lot to say about your schedule. Now, moving on to the next speaker, we have Haya, who is in 11th grade in India. So Haya, I will let you take that away.
Hi everyone, this is Haya Fatima, an 11th grader from St. Joseph's School, Tonk. So here I am to share my experience along my school. So in India, school is basically an educational institution, designed to provide learning experience for children. So in India, we generally follow 10 plus 2 pattern of study. In this pattern, 10 years of school study is done in school, then 2 years in junior college, and then 3 years for bachelor's degree in college. So this is the pattern that we follow. And talking about my school, which is of course St. Joseph's School, so it follows NCERT curriculum and is affiliated to Central Board of Secondary Education. I think education in its wider sense is a process that goes on throughout the life of an individual and is promoted by every experience of life. So at St. Joseph, we are encouraged and prepared for the same. We are encouraged and prepared to take risks, self-advocate, and to get prepared for our further life. So education provided in our school does not only prepare an individual in the academic excellence, but also helps in shaping the personality of a student. So means it's a complete package. Our school is a complete package where we go as a beginner and come out to be a perfect individual. So talking about the class schedule, our classes start at 8 a.m. and we have about 7 periods and these are like 45 minutes periods. Periods are like slots. Like for example, we have for physics, we have 45 minutes, for chemistry 45. So like this, we have 45 minutes for each, and the school gets over for about 1 o'clock. At 1 o'clock, it gets over. So like this, we have slots. Then coming to the classes till class 9th and 10th, we have like 5 subjects compulsory, and then additional subjects we can choose. So like English, maths, science, SSC, and these are the compulsory subjects. Then you can choose Hindi or any other local language. Then apart from this, we can choose like music or what in whatever field we are interested, we can choose those additional subjects as well. But these 5 are compulsory till class 10th. Then as we move on to class 11th and 12th, we have like 4 streams. These are medical, non-medical, humanities, and arts. So these 4 streams, we can choose out of these only one stream. Like I'm in medical stream. So I have to study physics, chemistry, biology, and along with these 3 subjects, I have English as well as one additional subjects. Like I have chosen physical education, and there are other options like one Hindi, then computer sciences or whatever. In whatever field you are interested, you can choose an additional subject. So these are the subjects which we take in our high school. So then again, talking about the practical knowledge and tests. So our teachers give us theory-based knowledge. Then we do have labs for the experiments we can do. Like once one day teacher has taught us in class, the next day or after 2 days, we'll go to lab and we'll apply our practical knowledge on that. So like this, we are provided with practical knowledge as well. Apart from academic excellence, we are also provided with other extracurricular activities like there are certain competitions, like you have clubs, we have certain groups which we call them houses. So we have inter-house competitions like drawing and painting competitions there, like speech competition, whatever. So many competitions are being held in different fields. And we do have sport activities, like if someone is interested in cricket, we have cricket tournaments. First it's on school level, then it goes on increasing like district level, then state level, then national level, and finally international level. So like this, we have sports activities too. Like there are badminton tournaments, tennis tournaments. We have almost every sports facility in our school. Then as I have already told, you have clubs and we have houses. So if a student is interested in whatever field, he or she can choose for that purpose. Like if he chooses drawing, then he or she will be provided with the opportunity to participate in drawing and painting competitions. And for drawing and painting and other activities, it's the same. Like on district level, state level, every level we have competitions. First we have inter-school competition, then from there we select the best one out, and then we have district level. Then from district we select the best one out, then we have state level. Like this, the levels goes on increasing. So this is how all about our school runs. And like our school, apart from academic uh, education, it also emphasizes, it lays down the importance of Indian values as well. We have like Diwali celebration, Eid celebration, so it imparts, apart from academics, also Indian values as well. So it's really good, and we are provided with everything. We are provided to face the challenges of the outer world as well. So I have tried to summarize the experience of my school. I hope you understand it well. Thank you.
Wow, thank you, Haya. I'm sure that was amazingly spoken. I mean, I think we all had a lot to learn from that as well. Particularly, I was not aware that you have something called houses. It's just small things like that where you call it houses, we call it clubs. It's nice to see that we're all doing things similarly, just in doing some of the same things but in different ways. It really tells you a lot about the things that we have in common, right? And I'm so happy to hear that you incorporate values in your schooling system as well.